Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this video can make it a little bit better. We're once again testing out the Swain epic relic here on Garen, trying to get him on the board turn 1. I think this will have a lot more potential once Garen is able to get his constellation, get that +1 starting mana, because we could swap out one of the cost reduction relics, but still fun to play around with this and see how it's feeling. If you appreciate the daily Path of Champions content, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and let's get into the video. I was also thinking about Garen, potentially using it on him to be able to get him on the board right away, because he would be able to scale up constantly from your star powers, and then with that regen, you're having this massive unit that's going to be taking out enemy targets. It's similar to the Darius one, but a little bit better. Garen gives you a little bit more value. What's your current Garen epic relic? So this one is Axe, but this is just from obviously the monthlies. Normally what I would do for Garen would be like Starforge Gauntlets, Beast Within, and then like a Luminous Orb. This way you're getting the extra mana, you're giving all your units overwhelm plus 1/1, and that's pretty good. Because with Garen, I think once he gets his constellation, so you have 3 starting mana, it could be decent because you can just go for 1 cost reduction plus the Swain relic. But here we'd have to go for full cost reduction in order to get him on the board round 1. Still think it could be decent because when he levels up, which you could do very quickly, he is then being able to rally every single round, so that is able to just keep generating that value. Him with his regen will just be able to scale very well. So yeah, let's try this out. This one is much more of a kind of a question mark to me. It's one that I see that this could be pretty good, but still might not be really the best for him. But let's test it out and see how it feels. Let's go here, and I'll switch out the title. So unlike with Darius, we're not necessarily trying to end round 1. Summon 2 Husk is the same thing that we just had. Sure, let's further try to improve our Garen. So with Darius, we were trying to end right away. With Garen, that's not necessarily the case. Alright, Sejuani with Unyielding.
Trust nothing but your strength.
With Garen, we just want to get him on the board, have him be a great target to constantly take out enemies with your single combats you're generating, and then have him keep scaling, generate these rallies, and pretty much just start really helping your entire board. So like, we still obviously want Garen, we still want to play him round 1, but it is going to be fairly different than the Darius run. Tom Kench with Pack Powder, Swain's Relic, and 2/2 when damaged. I literally did a video on that. Or no, I didn't. I did that for the monthlies. That is one that I actually should do a dedicated video on, but I did that exact build already. Yeah, it was pretty good. Decent chance that Garen gets hit with a frostbite or something. Sure, let's play this here. We're still gonna have mana for the single combat. Alright, they are out of mana.
Alert the village! And kept above the rest. We must not relent!
All right, so our Garen is on the board. absolutely massive. And now we're going to be able to rally every single round. Pretty good. How'd you get Overwhelm on Tom? I did not.
This land is ours.
Yep, let's just drop this here. I think what I'm going to switch for that build, though, because I did exactly what you listed, but I'm thinking I'm going to switch out the Berserker's Buckle, which is the 2/2 when damaged, for Chosen by the Stars, and that will be able to give us...
Against the Laurent?
that'll be able to give us the Overwhelm. All right, their slows are, or the frostbites are normally slow. Yep, GG. Nice.
We did what was right.
All right, let's see. Vanguard Squire. When you summon elite, reduce my cost by 1. Sure. That seems pretty fun. Bard, Karma, or Yumi. So this item on Yumi doesn't actually help at all. Bard would be interesting. We'd be able to level up Bard pretty quickly. Sure. Let's again go for the middle so we can try to get a champion item from one of these two. Let's go for Swain just because he's Noxus. And so Swain with Perfected Mana Flow.
Show them their place.
Posture check. All right, let's reroll most of these for our Garen. I think this could be a build that you would actually want to go with in some circumstances, even against like the toughest challenges. Because sometimes you have an issue where you just don't have any units that are big enough for whatever the enemy is throwing at you. But being able to drop your Garen round 1, who's like your biggest unit, could definitely help with that. Because yeah, you're able to level him up so quickly. Because now we can just control the board, sit back, scale up, attack every round. And Bard's already leveled.
Stay resolute.
Alright, so Swain, he might have some stuns. Yeah, I'd want more damage than just the Bard. I don't want to dump all of my mana just into him. Alright, so there's Swain. So we won't actually be able to kill him from here. Alright, so let's attack like this.
Justify yourself.
Alright, nice, looks good. GG. When will drops be available for this game?
We did what was right.
If you mean Twitch drops, I have no idea. That would be nice, though. Yeah, let's just keep sticking with our Demacia cards. I do like the Blade Keeper. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that. Champion item. Great. Oh boy, here we go again. Ash with unyielding determination.
I'll lead the way.
Alright, we have our Garen. Yeah, this will be okay. Having the Vanguard Squire in an opening hand so it can keep getting reduced down wouldn't be too bad.
For king and country.
So Garen will keep getting frostbitten, but he's still going to be able to sit on our board, still somewhat scale up, and just be a good blocker if nothing else.
Charge!
All right, I think let's attack like this. So they're probably going to put him here to fizzle this attack, but they're probably going to put this here anyways. This will actually level up our... Actually, no, not quite. Yeah, we actually have to rely on this hitting to be able to deal the damage. Because what would happen is he'd get hit, but it wouldn't count as a strike because he's not hitting back. So let's drop this here. They might... Oh, no frostbites. So yeah, someone hitting the Nexus is going to scale him up, so we can then get another strike off. Okay, good. We're trying to get him leveled so we can keep providing some value. Any ideas for a set build for Swain Adventure? For set, you can always go for the Starforge Gauntlets. So, go like Starforge, Luminous, and Chemtech Duplicator. If you don't have Starforge, you can just go for Archangel Staff, Grand General's Counterplan, and then Chemtech. Sure, let's drop our Bard. Once they're giving TFT rewards, but they messed up and haven't done it since. So do they not have drops for like League of Legends or Valorant? Do any of the other games do Twitch drops?
I'll turn the tide.
Let's let Bard get an attack in. Because yeah, I have no idea what they do for their other games, if they have stuff like drops or not. They do it for esports, but not outside of that.
Barbarossa, guide me.
Okay. Okay, I was just thinking, I was like, that wouldn't be a bad question to ask. If like, hey, do you guys want to do this? But if they don't do it for like their other games as well, then I feel like there's not that much of a reason.
We do what is right.
All right, let's go ahead and attack like this.
These are our lands.
All right.
Press the advantage.
But its rewards are terrible, so I wouldn't be like a diamond vault. Maybe a minor gemstone vessel. Yeah, I don't think I'll bother asking them.
Victory.
If it was something that would maybe be a possibility, I would have maybe asked them like, hey, do you guys think about doing this? But if it's something they don't really do for their other games very often, and the rewards aren't even very good, then yeah, I feel like there's not too much of a point.
Our allies.
The wicked must fall.
Yeah, let's try to do as much damage as we can before we get
Lead the
frostbitten. Alright, so we could pop this here, save one of our units, do some more damage on their Ash. Literally 1 health. I wouldn't mind 5 wild frags each day for watching 1 hour.
ready to do
That'd be
my
nice.
Sithria, isn't it? Keep up the good work.
Ash is annoying.
We do what is right.
These
Oh well.
are our lands.
GG. So the build we're going with right now is
Triumphs.
turn 1 Garen. So we have 2 cost reduction relics plus the Swain epic relic to get Garen on the board round 1. Magical journal will be nice. -2 cost and fleeting is interesting. But we're already being able to play him round 1. I think the spell shield will probably be better. But yeah, get him on the board. He can be very good for taking out enemy targets. He can try to level up so he can rally every single round. Overall, just providing a good amount of value. Sure, stabilize will be fun. Buy 1 of those for another item. And Zoe. So no overwhelm, not yet. But once Garen gets his constellation and you can get him to 3 starting mana, then you can take off 1 of the cost reduction relics and throw on the beast within, so you have overwhelm, and that should be pretty solid. Yeah, we need to re-roll to try to get our Garen. So I think we're testing it out to see how it feels. So far it's feeling decent. But yeah, I think once he gets his constellation, it'll be very good. Oh, Crescent Strike. That is not good.
For justice. For democracy.
But we do have Spell Shield.
We do what is right.
For now, we're praying for the husks to have overwhelm, pretty much. Yeah. But just having this solid unit on the board with regen that is going to keep scaling up, it's pretty nice. We should probably wait for them to attack. Otherwise, they're just going to play another Zoe right away. Yep. Alright, so let's go right here.
I will not falter!
Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules.
Stay resolute.
We could go for another single combat. Sure, let's drop a bard. Huh. Okay.
Justice triumphs.
I guess. They probably could have kept living. But, okay. So, one cost reduction, or one increased cost. We're still going to be able to play him round 1 as a 2 cost. So that's pretty good. And 3/3 as far as stats is solid. But we could also get the Power Rift to be able to play him completely for free. I think let's go for the extra damage. Sure, let's get another stabilize. That'll be fun. Spells chest, gold chest. Of course they all have unyielding. We still have 4 rerolls. Sure, I guess let's go for Gangplank with unyielding determination.
I accept your terms.
We do not have the attack token, which kind of sucks. Because when we drop our champion, we're dropping like 3 of them. It's a little sad. But we can't get our consistent cost reduction other rounds. So it'll be a bit of a waste. Oh well.
My heart and sword.
At least we have overwhelm.
There's plenty of
Yeah, if we had the attack token, we could just end right now.
break their ranks.
I think let's attack like this. That way we can get him leveled so we can attack again next round.
Press the advantage.
Have there been any teasers for next patch? No, I don't think so. Most of that will probably just be happening in my interview, because normally they start teasing things about a week out, and since my interview is a week out, that's probably when most of it's going to happen. Yeah, we can drop our bard. Although we probably, well, we couldn't actually end because they have unyielding. So yeah, open attacking wouldn't have necessarily been the best. Let's see if they block this time. Nope. Alrighty. It's gonna be so much wasted damage. But they're gonna block the bard. Sad. Oh well. Yeah, no teasers on the YouTube channel. Yeah, they don't start this early.
Break their ranks.
We'll let him get his scout attack off. Yeah, they really just do not like blocking scout attacks today. GG. Gonna play some paths and stuff now. Good luck and have fun. Thanks for hanging out for a bit, Rivy. Have fun playing First Descendants. Yeah, we can grab this because having this card grow to like Garen would be pretty insane. Sure, Fiora, that works. For each ally plant Mysterious Portal, Chimes, and Flash Bomb and Poison Puff Caps. This is one of the most fun cards in the game, I think. So we'll grab it, even though there's a high chance we don't actually play it. But Fiora with Power Overwhelming.
I would cut down the opposition.
Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, this looks fine. Again, we don't have the attack token, which kind of sucks. Oh well. Yeah, I'm really thinking with this build, it is working as just another option in order to go with, which is why I love this relic. It's just giving you more options on how you want to play. So if you want to focus on just getting your Garen on the board round 1, then this is absolutely fantastic. Enables that gameplay for you. Do I think it's necessarily better than other Garen builds? Like just in general? Not necessarily. But that is
The wicked must fall.
totally fine, because it's not like every build, but every champion needs to have one build that's just the best in all situations.
Press the advantage.
Because like I really like strike relics, so waiting a little bit longer to play Garen, but then Garen hits the board, strikes a bunch of enemies, immediately levels. That's a lot of fun.
They would fall by my blade.
Yeah, I really do feel like it's just the best champion relic they've designed so far. Let's drop this one.
Think grace, beauty in the blade.
GG. What 2 general champions would you recommend against Swain, not including Aesol? I mean, if you have them upgraded, Viego further on in his constellation is incredibly powerful. So for me, that'd be the one I chose. Swain also, if you're further on in his constellation, is like perfectly made to counter this adventure. So he's really good right there. As far as some other champions that are pretty good, kind of ignoring constellations, Gwen should be solid. You have a lot of sustain, and so you can try to heal up every single encounter and not have too rough of a time. I did actually like Annie with what is it? The turret plating. Turret plate Annie was pretty good, mitigated a lot of damage. You really were able to control the board. That worked out pretty well. Jinx, again, depending on where you are, Jinx can be pretty good for clearing the enemy board right away. But if you don't have her maxed out, then again, you're going to have some issues. Yeah, Aesol is the prettiest
I'm on the case.
obvious one, but yeah, you're already aware of that one. Well, yeah, I keep thinking of specific ones for the different regions that are already needed. I was gonna say Morgana, but that's another one that's gonna be Demacia specific. Nope. I was also going to say Yasuo, but that's another region-specific one. We should probably be able to end right here. Oh, they have unyielding.
Zahn taught me to never let my guard down.
My steel is yours. Honor guide me.
Yeah, we can put this first. He can't block any of these.
Let's talk this out. Fine.
Well, through their first health bar. Things have already cleared with Asol, and Jinx haven't really upgraded any constellations further than 3-star. Only Morgana is 4-star. Yeah. That's the thing, it is a 5-star challenge, and so it's like, it is meant for champions that are partway through their constellation. And so most of the champions I'm thinking about are all ones that are going through their constellation.
Stay resolute.
I didn't actually have a bad time doing it with Mordekaiser. It took forever, but it was actually pretty fun. But that could be pretty bad for some people. This has no cost reduction. Sure, let's drop this.
Cythria, isn't it? Keep up the good work.
Hot on the trail.
My steel is yours.
Diego 3-star is fine.
Now we wait.
Well, I'm glad that worked out well for you. Yeah, I didn't try Viego until he was already...
Stand aside, an expert.
I don't know if he was full 6-star yet. But yeah, he was at least 5-star by the time I tried Viego when that came out. Alright, let's use this here. We want to not have a blocker for our Garen.
Unseemly.
But, yeah.
Well, what have we here?
Oh well.
My steel is yours.
Manners?
Ah, so close. I've always found Mordekaiser take a lot of damage early on, and by the time he gets leveled, you end the game that turn, drained for like 3 health only. Yeah, you have to intentionally take your time and make sure that you are healing back up. Because yes, that can happen where by the time he's leveled, you're ending the game. So you have to get to a point where you stabilize, you stop taking damage from the enemy, and then you focus just for a little bit on being able to heal back up. So you definitely with Mordekaiser, you're not trying to end as fast as possible.
Done.
But yeah, you do often take a lot of damage early on.
We did what was right.
It is pretty fun that they've said that like 2 to 3 champions are getting a constellation every patch, because then every patch you're just like thinking of all the champions that you want and be like, oh, could it be this people or that one? That's a good tip. Thanks. Guess it works similarly to Morgana. Yes. So double attack is nice. I think I'll go with Last Breath Rally, because since we have 2 ephemeral copies, we can potentially attack like 3 times in a single round. So that'll be fun. Again, it's going to be dependent on us actually getting the attack token, so who knows if that's going to happen. We're probably never going to play Remembrance. Alright, Katarina with Perfected Mana Flow.
Ready for trouble.
Yeah, for a lot of champions, You're one to end with as much health as possible, especially for Swain. So for some champions, that's going to be ending as fast as possible. But for other champions, it's going to be taking a couple extra rounds just to make sure you're able to end properly. Here, we do have the attack token, so as long as we draw our champion... Alright, thank goodness.
My heart and sword for democracy.
No going back.
Alright, so here, we're not going to attack with everyone at once, because we want to keep that rally. So we're going to attack with these. He'll die, rally, and then we can attack again. Or they just give up. That works too.
Justice triumphs.
I got so many Nila shards. Got her out of some of the adventure chests, but I don't know how to play her. My hand is always full and I can't play anything. Do you have any advice? Oh look, Shadow Totem. And oh. We'll go Deathless because we're already summoning ephemeral copies. Yeah, but Shadow Totem could also be good. So for Nila, you definitely want to find ways to be able to discard. So some of the relics to go with her on is Gravedigger Spade is solid for some more draw and those fleeting cards. You can also go for the Loose Cannon's Payload, where you play her, she discards your entire hand, because as long as you have her at 2 stars, she'll shuffle all those cards back in your deck, give you a bunch of fleeting cards next round. So that's really good. You can go for Spellweaver Symphony, another good card that kind of helps you achieve the same goal. Corrupted Star Fragment, great for eating some of your other units, getting all your stats on Nila, and turning her into your win condition. We don't really play slow spells. Easy Prey. Sure. Great. We already went through Ash, so we're probably fine. Alright, Nautilus with Unyielding Determination. Nila is a fairly complex champion. She definitely takes a bit of getting used to. And you really just want to be trying to make sure you're playing those fleeting cards to be able to get that duplication effect. Alright, we have Garen. Let's go on to one of these. Definitely don't be scared of discarding, because discarding a card is better than overdrawing and the card getting obliterated. Need to level up and try Oath of the Guardians and Star Gem. Yeah, that's also a solid one.
We fight for those who cannot.
Goodness.
Form up! Demacia!
Yeah, so we're gonna have an army of Garens. Fantastic.
The wicked must fall.
GG. Deathless plus Ephemeral is so much fun.
Press the advantage!
Yeah, Nila is one of the more difficult champions to play. They definitely take a bit of getting used to.
We did what was right.
So yeah, don't feel bad about not getting it immediately. We don't want bar that increase our odds of drawing or not drawing our champion. It's kind of funny, it's the same icon twice. Sure. Let's see what we can get. Sure. That's fine. And yeah, I think we're good. All right, Viego with power overwhelming.
No power in this world can stop me.
I don't want anything else on my board. We already are having issues with our board being too full. So having home turf Targon's Peak, yeah, I don't want that. I want the board space. Like, if I could go back and actually get rid of out of the gates, I would. Because that is now taking up space that our Garens could take up. One of Nila's tactics is to reduce the opponent's health really low with her spells and then attack without blocks because of Brash. It doesn't always work, especially when enemy units are really buffed. All right, so let's attack like this. This one's guaranteed to die. Well, GG.
Justice triumphs.
Yeah, since we're ending in our first attack, we're actually not really getting any benefit from Targon's Peak. It's just reducing our damage because it's taking up space that a Garen would use. Yasuo with duplicate.
My destination. I'll tell you when I get there.
All right. Yeah, we have Garen. We'll actually hold on to this so that it's hopefully not the card that gets played at the start of the game. Which would so much damage because of all the units we're summoning.
My heart and sword for democracy.
This is the fun thing with these types of builds that are focused on getting your champion on the board right away. Since you can normally try to get a bunch of champion-specific relics,
Do what is right.
you can just have a really crazy time of getting a crazy build that activates turn 1. GG.
We did what was right.
We'll actually get this, because summoning this at the start of the game and summon instead of like the duelist would actually be better. All right, Aurelian Soul with unyielding determination.
Naturally.
Yeah, it's a solid build. It'll be better once he gets his constellation. Yeah, if we let the ephemeral die, it'll then summon a bunch more Garens, which then increase all the other stats. So far, we haven't needed the extra damage at all, so it really hasn't mattered. But if we need to min-max damage like we might for Aurelion Soul, yes, we want to attack with the ephemeral. But yeah, it really hasn't mattered at all because we've had like 3 rallies backed up that we haven't needed.
For king and country.
Oh man. Summoning 6 Teemos turn 1 seems to be the OP thing of the past then. Yeah, I haven't really played Teemo in a long time.
Charge!
Talia might kill one of our other Garens.
Demacia!
But I feel like it
Charge!
probably doesn't really matter.
We do what is right.
Protect and strike.
How much do we want to min-max? So attacking like this. Yeah, we'll try to take this slow.
Ashes and stardust.
Oh, they just blew pretty much all their mana. We have our single combat, and so if we need to, we can pretty much guarantee one of our Garens, at least the ephemeral ones, die.
Demacia!
Slow and steady.
Honor guide me.
Demacia will prevail. I will not falter! Break their ranks!
All right, so she can block and kill one of these, but won't really matter.
You're ruining everything.
All right, nice little OTK. GG. That surely is guaranteed.
What was right.
All right, so pretty fun build. Don't necessarily think it is outshining a lot of the other ones, but I think this is a good alternative if you want to have more fun playing the actual champion of Garen. I know fairly often you can focus more on your units, so if you want a more Garen focused playstyle, this one is fantastic. Again, once he gets his constellation, so you can get 1 extra starting mana, you could get rid of the Scourge's stash and throw in a different relic, such as like the Beast Within for that Overwhelm and 1/1. But fun build to be able to go with. Thank you for watching that video, especially all the way to the end. Pretty fun. As I said earlier, I think this is just going to get better once Garen gets his constellation, but already pretty fun to be able to drop him at turn 1. If you enjoyed that video, a like and subscribe is greatly appreciated, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.